Hi, I'm Aisha Alves with Picture Perfect Makeup, and today I'm showing you how to do 10-minute makeup for all-day beauty. Our next step is to create a perfect canvas on her skin. We've done her eyes and that looks great, but now we want to make sure that we can conceal and correct any imperfections in the skin tone. So if you want your makeup to last all day, a really important thing to remember is to use a foundation base. Now, a foundation base basically is going to create an invisible barrier between your natural oils and your makeup. So your makeup will last longer and look fresher throughout the day. There are a lot of different ones on the market as well. I just like to use something, again, that's a little bit more transparent so it works with all skin tones. It's really easy to apply. You're just going to treat it like your moisturizer. You're going to just smooth it onto the skin, making sure it's nice and even. And you know, this is great because what it's going to do, like I said before, it's going to help your makeup stay on longer, but it's also going to smooth out any imperfections like large pores or fine dry lines. All of that is just going to be kind of erased, so any makeup that you put on top is going to look super smooth. Now she's ready for concealer. For your concealer, you want to use a small brush and a concealer that matches your skin tone. Everyone's a little different, so ask someone to help you pick out a color that matches you. What we're going to do first is conceal the redness and darkness under the eye. So I'm going to have you look up to the ceiling, and you're just going to apply it very, very lightly with the brush, right in the inner corner, and then up close to the lash line. A lot of people have redness under here, and they don't think to conceal it, but it actually makes a big difference. Then take your ring finger and just tap it in. It's important to tap and not to blend, because this is going to help it kind of sink into the skin. Whereas if you pull, it's going to tug at the skin, and that's not something you want to do to this delicate eye area. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And then you want to take that same concealer and concentrate on any other irregularities or imperfections on the skin. So a lot of women need that right here around the nose. A lot of us get some redness right in there, especially during certain times of the year when you've got allergies. So that's something you just want to touch with a little bit of concealer. And also, sometimes you have some breakouts, so that's really easy to conceal too. She's got a small one right there, so we can just tap the concealer on top and soften the edges so you don't see the makeup. If you want your makeup to last even longer, I like to use an oil-free liquid foundation. The oil-free is nice because it keeps it nice and matte, so it'll stay smooth on the skin. If you go with something that's too dewy or too shiny, it's going to slide right off. So try to use something that's oil-free. Now when you're applying your foundation, you can use your fingers or you can use a sponge. There's all kinds of things out there that you can use. But I actually like to use a foundation brush. And when you're trying to have a quicker makeup application, the foundation brush is really the best tool to use, because you can work with it really quickly and it automatically kind of blends the skin, blends the makeup into the skin. You see how I'm just doing quick strokes and already the makeup is disappearing into the skin? That's the brush. Now, for every day, you don't need to use a lot of makeup, especially if she's got really great skin. So we want to keep it nice and light. And the brush will help you kind of control that application so you don't have too much makeup sitting on the skin. What I do is I brush the makeup right in the areas where she needs the most coverage, so like right here in the cheeks, and then brush out, because that way, as you brush out, the brush will control it and you're having less application and less makeup sitting like on the jawline and in the other areas where she doesn't need it as much. And sometimes it's good to kind of step away and look at your makeup so you can kind of get a picture of everything that you're doing. She just needs a little bit more coverage on the forehead and we'll be ready to go. Okay, So now what we've done is we've created a perfectly smooth complexion for her, and we can continue with the rest of our 10-minute makeup.